Alright, welcome back. We've just beaten the 4 members of the Elite Four here. And so time to see what's beyond. And you know, there's always someone after the Elite Four who's like stronger than the Elite Four you've just battled. Up another floor. Oh, like pretty much at the top of the building here. Make sure your team is pretty much healed up, ready to go. The team's in good shape, so we will continue on here. Kind of epic music. I mean, look at this room. My goodness. I mean, they really changed this one up. With 3-dimensional cubes, kind of a black and white background. My gosh, what did it look like before? I mean, it looked pretty bland. I think it was just a blank room. I mean, look at this. My gosh. So Cynthia. Oh, wait a minute. It's Cynthia? She's the Elite Four? So couldn't she have kind of stopped like all this other stuff by herself? Like, why did she make me do all this stuff? Oh, great. Time to get to this battle here. Epic music. Look at that background. My gosh. Kind of black and white background. My goodness. They really did it with the graphics this time. So she starts out with a spirit tomb. I'm gonna start out a little differently here. I'm going to go with some X attacks here, because I know what Cynthia is going to send out next, and I need to be able to counter it. Use another X attack right here. I need to be able to counter it because I have nothing else that can counter this Pokemon that she's going to bring out. Luckily, Spirit Tomb isn't that strong. Very defensive. Has a lot of defenses. No weaknesses. It's a Ghost and Dark type. Luckily, it doesn't have the best attack power. So you can afford to stall a couple turns here. And I should be able to take this out with one Earthquake. Spirit Tomb is a pretty good staller. I mean, it has pressure. It takes a lot to take it out. So if you're not able to inflict a lot of damage on it, you could lose a lot of your power point moves here, and you're sort of left up empty-handed here. That is what I thought she would send out next. This is why I use those 2 X attacks, because I need to make sure I can take this thing out. Otherwise, her Garchomp can probably take mine out, because I think it has Dragon Rush. And this thing is fast. You must make sure you can take this thing out. Ideally, you'd have an Ice-type Pokemon, but I have no Ice-type Pokemon users here. No Ice Beam or anything. That's why I use those 2 X attacks. I need to make sure I'm able to take this thing out. I'm not taking any chances, because that thing can basically wipe most of my team out. I mean, Luxray is going to go down, and Infinite probably would go down as well. Only Staraptor might be able to put up some resistance. Next up is Melodic, and I know this thing has Ice Beam. I'm just going to keep it out, have it do as much damage as it can get here. If I drop my Garchomp, then that's fine. Have it do as much damage as it can. Because I know Luxray can come in and sweep up here. After you get rid of Garchomp, you should be in pretty good shape. The Spiritomb is a staller. Garchomp is just pure power. I mean, that thing will just wipe out most of your team if you're not careful. A large array of powerful moves. And her Melodic's actually very dangerous as well. I mean, Surf, Ice Beam, and a Dragon Pulse. They can do a number on your team, and most of my only Luxray doesn't have weakness to Melodic, otherwise that thing can probably take out most of my team. Alright, next up is Togekiss. Normal flying is quite powerful actually. I'm gonna switch out and since I've gotten rid of her biggest threats here, I should be in better shape. Pretty much after you get rid of Garchomp, you should be okay because the rest of her team you might be able to recharge on if you got sort of weakened badly. This Togekiss is pretty strong actually, so don't underestimate it. As you can see right there, not even Spark took that thing out. This thing has pretty good defense to survive that. That's pretty good defense and probably pretty good special defense as well. Very good special attack. It's very dangerous. I know she's going to use a fuller story here. It has a very broad range of moves. Covers a lot of types. What does it have? It has Aura Sphere. I think it has a Shockwave. I've sent my Star after it before. It got whacked by that thing. I don't remember what else it has. I'll probably write it on the side. This is a very dangerous Pokemon. Again, Cynthia has a very kind of broad type spectrum. Covers just about every weakness you can think of. And again, the only good thing is that she doesn't have like 3 or 4 of one type. So in this case, once I get rid of her Garchomp, I'm in pretty good shape because it's like the strongest unit. Pretty smooth sailing from here on out. And next up is Lucario. Again, very high attacker. You want to really have a good fighting ground attack ready to go here. It has pretty low defenses, so a very strong hit should take it out. And last up is her Rosary, which may be her maybe easiest Pokemon to deal with, but is usually last after you may have taken a beating already. So I'm gonna give Staraptor a chance here. Yeah, I mean, I had to use those 2 X attacks because I'm pretty sure that I cannot knock that thing out with Dragon Claw. If I had something like, I think Outrage, whatever it's called. If I had like Outrage, I can take it out. Then I wouldn't even need to use the X items. The Dragon Claw I don't think is strong enough. I can use a couple X attacks to boost myself up. Yeah, so Rosary is not too difficult to take out. A good flying fire type move will take that Rosary out easily. And after that, victory!